What's up everyone? Welcome to another Gors Month of Horror. This is number 15, and this time I am taking a look at a video game. Yes, that's right, a video game. This is the second time I'm doing that this month, and not only a video game, but guess what? A new Silent Hill video game on the PlayStation Vita. A new portable Silent Hill game. Now, if you do not know, I actually talked about both of the movies, Silent Hill and Silent Hill Revelations. I'm sorry, Revelation, just one. That came out yesterday. I talked about both of them on the same day. If you want, go check that out. You don't need to. It has nothing to do with this review, but still, it would help me out a lot if you check them out. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing this game because even though it's supposed to be a dungeon crawler beat 'em up game, I still love Silent Hill, and I love Diablo and stuff like that, so mixing those two might actually be really cool, very fun, and very scary. What did I think of the game? Well, let's get on to the story. The story for Silent Hill Book of Memories is actually a pretty cool little story. The story here follows your character. You could be a male or a female. You could customize them with different hats and shirts and pants and whatever, and you also give them a name, which is cool. So you can just make up your own character. And your character is just turning a certain age. I don't know what age, but it's their birthday, and they get a knock at the door of their college dorm, and they're like, what the hell's that? Okay, they open the door, it's a mailman, who is, of course, the mailman from Silent Hill Downpour, and he's like, hey, brother, I got a book for you. That's how he talks. And he's like, hey, take that book, and here's your book of memories, and they're like, what the hell's a book of memories? They look at it, and they're like, oh, everything I've done ever is in this book. What happens if I change something? Because they go along with it. They go, oh, this person knew everything about me. That's cool. And they go through it and they change something. They go to sleep and then they end up in Silent Hill realm thingy. And they have to go through this realm and beat up a bunch of monsters, get to the end, and when they wake up, whatever they wrote becomes true. So it's kind of like that anime Death Note, except people don't die. It just comes true, whatever the hell they wrote. Sound, on the other hand, is actually really damn good. You do get voice acting in the game, and for the most part the voice acting is decent here. It's nothing amazing. Your character talks, the mailman talks, a couple other characters talk, but for the most part the voice acting is good, but nothing amazing. The sound design is actually really good because, of course, it has to add to that somewhat creepy feel, and this is the only way that this game is actually kind of creepy is with the sound design. It really adds to the environmental sound effects and all the little footsteps that you make in all these dungeons and stuff, all the creaky noises. It actually really adds to the creepiness. And the soundtrack does a good job as well. It's Silent Hill, so you'd expect it to have at least a couple of decent songs, and it does. So yeah, the soundtrack, the sound overall, is really good. Talk about the graphics, which here, of course, is a Diablo-style game, so that means the camera's going to be really high up in the air, and you'll see your character very small on the screen, and you'll see the environments and stuff, all that, and for the most part, it does look really cool. I mean, some of the little texturing that goes into some of the environments, all the little background stuff, all the creatures themselves are very well animated. You don't get to see a very big close-up of most of the creatures, which kind of sucks, because those are cool designs. I like to see them, you know, closer up, but I know what they look like, so it's not like it's a big deal. I know what the nurses look like, I know what the dogs look like, I know what Pyramid Head looks like, so it's not like it's a big thing, but, you know, it would be cool to have a, like, big zoom-in feature, like, go right into the character, but you don't, so it's still cool, though. I really like the designs, I really like the environments themselves, I really like the lighting effects, because you get a light in the game, and, you know, the lighting effects is actually really damn good in the game, so overall, I think the graphics themselves, for a Vita game, look really damn good. Let's talk about the most important part of any game, the gameplay. And Silent Hill Book of Memories, many people will not like this, but it is a Diablo-style game. It is not like Silent Hill Origins or any other Silent Hill game. It is a beat-em-up, it isn't very scary, but I gotta admit, when you just go into this expecting just a fun Diablo-style beat-em-up, then that's exactly what you're gonna get, because you go around each environment. You have a lot of environments here. I think about 100 zones, and yeah, about 100 zones, and you go through each one, you go through door by door, just killing a bunch of enemies, of course, flying ones, nurses, dogs, fast ones, slow ones, whatever. You just go around killing a bunch of enemies, searching different loot chests, pretty much, and finding different things like money and keys and weapons like pistols and knives and lumber, like pieces of lumber, and pipes and stuff to use. And it's really cool how they use this, because you can actually have two weapons in your hand. You can have a pistol, or you can have a piece of wood, you can have a knife or a piece of wood or something, and you can actually use the square button to use your left hand to swing, or you can use your triangle button to use your right hand to swing, and that's really cool. I actually like that. You can actually have two weapons. You could dual wield, but unless it's a two-handed weapon, then you can't do that. Because if it's a two-handed weapon, you need two hands. Because it's big, it's heavy, and you need that power to swing. But I think it's actually a lot of fun just to go around, kill a bunch of enemies that we've seen so many times in Silent Hill universe. I mean, haven't you ever played a Silent Hill game and gone, you know what, I just want to go in there and just shoot everything in the face and just, nurse, you're not scary, beat the shit out of you, just, you know, just go insane in this game, and that's what you do. You're really overpowered by the Diablo game, so you should feel overpowered. You just go around killing everything, and it's actually a lot of fun. You also get a level up system, which is the obvious one. You get level ups, you can acquire skill points to use for your, like, you know, your strength, your health, whatever, and those work. That's a lot of fun just to, you know, level up and get more points. Up in the game as well, so if you acquire enough money, you can actually buy different pieces of health items or bullets or whatever the hell. You can buy different weapons. You can also buy these things called artifacts, which when you equip it to your character, they become stronger in a like a specific skill, like maybe strength and speed or something, and that's really cool. You actually get new modifications, and that's always cool. Even though it is a action game, it's still Silent Hill, so that means you get some puzzles in the game, and here you actually get some brain-teasing puzzles at times. At the end of most of the levels, you get a puzzle where you have to, like, solve what this means. You get a riddle, you get a hint pretty much, and it says, oh, this, and this, and you'll be like, oh, what the hell does that mean? Then you have to figure it out, and I like those kind of puzzles where they just give you a hint, and you have to figure it out, just like most Silent Hill games, and I really like that. They still give you the puzzles, so if you love the puzzles or the riddles, whatever the hell they call them, you get that in this game as well. So you get a fun beat-em-up game. You don't get that Silent Hill feel, so it's not that creepy, but you do get the puzzles. You get some fun, you know, leveling up, some different weapons that you can pick up, and it's a lot of fun just to beat the hell out of a lot of enemies and, you know, get some level up points. I don't know, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. The story is somewhat interesting. The sound is good. The graphics are really good. The gameplay's fun. I don't know what's to hate about this game. It's actually a lot of fun. So I actually really like Silent Hill Book of Memories. It's not a Silent Hill game, but that's fine. You know, it's still fun. So anyway, there you go. There's my review. I still think it's a lot of fun. Look forward to the written review where you see the score in about 3 seconds. Thank you and goodbye.